January 1st, 2026, and you want to start jumping rope. You've never picked up a rope before, have you? Or you have, and you were very little. You were young, on the playground, jumping around, and you haven't done it since. But you're grown up now, and you want to get into it. Let's talk about where we start, okay? We've got two different jump ropes here, all right? One is beads. These are the ones we had back in the day during gym class, PE, okay? This is a 6mm PVC rope. Either one, great way to start off, okay? As far as weight goes, you want something a little more weighted. A lot of people, if you're using a jump rope at a gym, it's probably too thin or it has a metal cord inside. I do not recommend that when we're starting off, okay? You want something that has a little bit of weight that is going to move with the flow a little bit better. Cords do not do that. Those are for boxing. Those are for speed. When you're starting off, we're not worried about speed, all right? We want to get the basics down. We're going to start with the basics, and then we can move forward once we have the basics down. Like any other skill, that's where we've got to go, okay? So, bead or PVC. I will link both of them in my showcase. I have several options of some of my favorites that I've owned over the past few years, okay? I want to show you how to size things because that's number one. If your rope is too long or too short, you're not going to be able to bounce around and get that basic bounce down, okay? So, PVCs. We're going to step on the middle of the rope. Let me bounce back here. The apex of the rope. Both feet on the middle of the rope. For me, since I've been doing this for a while, I have a shorter rope. When you're starting off, I want your rope, the top of your handle, to be in your armpit. Chest, armpit length on both sides, okay? PVC ropes. Pull out the handle. You've got a little piece of plastic in there. They separate. This top part, you move up and down, and then you secure it. And that's how you size it. When you buy a rope, you don't buy it according to length. You just buy a rope. It comes in very long. And you adjust it. And then you start jumping, okay? If your rope is too long, your arms are going to be way out to the side. We don't want that when we're starting off. We want to keep our elbows in and our hands in our pockets as much as possible, all right? Naturally, people will not want that. They will want to put their arms out wide. You see what happens to my rope? It's not going to clear my feet. It's at my knees, okay? So keep those arms as tight as you can. Fight the urge. Those are the two main things I want everybody to start off with, okay? Arms tight, the right length. And then when it comes to your jump, we're not going to do anything too high. We're going to stay as low as possible. We want just enough to clear the rope under our feet, all right? Which means this is more of a ball of the foot jump versus a leg jump, all right? What that looks like, this would be a very high jump versus a ball of our foot bounce. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about when I talk about a jump versus a bounce. All right. Now, people always ask me for tips, like how do I get started? Besides those three main things I just talked about, length, arm placement, a bounce, I want people to start off with no rope or a rope in your hand, preferably without headphones on, because you can hear the rope hit the ground while you're in the air. All right. One hand, and you want to focus on that alone. A lot of people have asked me what I think about cordless ropes. Not my favorite, only because you can't get that feeling down of the rope hitting the ground. All right. If you really want to start jumping rope, get a regular rope, get the feeling of that motion. Okay. So we're going to start off with just swinging that rope around and bouncing. And then this is something that took me months. All right. Months. Is just the basic bounce without making mistakes. Okay. Just this. Getting that down. When I started, I was almost 300 pounds. All right. So, first of all, that weight, it's hard to jump around for any amount of time. Second, just getting that rhythm takes a minute. But again, we're going to get the basics down before we move forward with anything. I know how we all are. I'm the same way. You want to speed things up. You want to get real good, real fast. Give it time. It's worth it to figure out the basics so that you can advance and move forward. Trust me, I am not the best. There are so many things I want to do with a rope that I have not been able to conquer yet. And I've been doing this for almost 3 years. All right. There are moves that people that have been jumping for like a year can do that I have not been able to figure out yet. So you got to be patient and you got to give yourself some grace, but seriously, stick with the basics. Okay. But the best thing I can recommend, like I said, just bounce around without jumping under the rope. Hear the click on the floor while you're in the air. Do it slow. You don't have to do it fast. Also, I have some people asking about side swings and crosses. Since we're here and it's a long video, let's just go over real quick. So crosses, for all my millennials that grew up watching wrestling, crosses are going to be down low. It's a DX. All right. We're not going to do arm crosses. Again, you can see where my rope is falling. It's falling at my ankles. We want to cross our wrists, not our arms. All right. So I'll show you what that looks like. We're going to do cross, 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 cross. All right. We're not going high. It's wrists, down low. DX. Swings. If we're going to work on swings, I want you to do this without jumping as well. Let me slow it down. This is hard for me to slow down, but we're going to do in the pocket, over, in the pocket, over, in the pocket, over, in the pocket, over. Okay. You can practice with one side, but I'm being really over the top with this so you can see. Pocket, over, pocket, over, pocket, over. If you're going to add a jump in, pocket, over. Okay? Hopefully that helps some of you who have been really interested in just figuring out a few moves here and there and where to start. Let me know if this helps you. I'm sorry it's 10 minutes long. I don't know how to make things short. Sorry. Enjoy. Let me know if you have any other things you want to know about in the comments, and I will do my best to make that for you. Mwah. Bye.